Hey, it's the Lost Turtle here, and I am in the middle of the woods. If you notice, down on the ground, that my Powerade bottle found some concrete. So I think I may be getting close to where I'm supposed to be. I'm looking for the Little People village. So, wish me luck. Let's tread through here. I've been crossing through rivers and thorns and prickers and swamp land to try to find this place. And I think I'm on the right track now. Alrighty, I'll get back to you. Okay, I finally found it. Look at this road behind me. I could have came this way. I think it would have been a lot less of a hassle. I still got some of these briars and brambles stuck to me, as you'll notice. I'll be picking them off for a while. But we finally got here, and I've been dying to come to this place for a while. And I've been trying to get here with Muscle Russell, but he never wanted to come with me. So, you know, he told me I should go do the highway that he did, and I will. But first, I wanted to do this. I've been dying to do this. I got my car on the road, and I'm free to go where I want. So I'm going to head here. And now, where we're at is called the Little People village. So let me get in there, and I'll show you around. You see these walls, right? These brick stonework walls. You come up and see this building. This building was referred to as the gift shop. And you can see all kinds of debris and all kinds of stuff falling apart, little passageways here and there. You know, some of the ironwork sticking out. And where we're at is called the Little People's Village. And I'm going to try to find you a reason for that, because I know they're here. But I'll tell you the story as we get up we'll get up into that house. Years ago, the local legend says that there was an old couple, man and a woman, and they lived out here, and the woman was a witch, and she made her husband build this village for the fairy folk, or the demons, or the little people. And what the truth, and so he built away and made this village out here in the middle of nowhere for the fairy folk. You come around, little tiny dollhouse sized buildings. You come around and you can see a foundation here. A lot of it's been weather destroyed and vandalized. So, you know, there's not a whole lot. If you come up here, here's a good example right here. Here's a perfect one. Come up here and look at it. Here's yourself. It got stairs and tiles. It's even got a little wrought iron fence here. It comes over and has patios. Here's the foundation of another one. This one so far seems to be the biggest, you know, the most intact. You know, just to give you a scale of this house, we'll put down my Powerade bottle right there, and that's how big the house is. Not very big. And I have to apologize to my Star Wars fans. But I was going to bring Boba Fett out here to show the size, but still he would be too small. we're gonna come around here and see some more stuff. So they built a way and made this place for the demon folk. We're back at the gift shop. At least that's what they call it. And you got this little area you can crawl through here. So we're gonna come in here and check it out. I suppose I could get out that way or get out that way, but this over here is there's not an exit. There's spiders though, so let's try not to disturb them. Definitely don't want to get bit by a spider. So you come over, you can see that area. I want to come back out this way. And sorry about the hand there, but we're gonna try to get up in there, see what it's like in there. So come around, look at all this stuff in the ground, all the debris, and the old things, and we'll find a door. We'll go into this door. This could be where the old couple lived. And you can see part of the roof fell down. You know, people come in here, they party, they leave their bottles and their trash, and whatever. It's definitely an interesting place, though. I'm glad I trucked through all that crap to get here, because this was well worth it. You have to say, if I was Muscle Russell, I would comment about how a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into making this place. Because this is there's a lot of work that went into here. All kinds of stuff. It's a shame that the vandals came through and the weather came through, because it would have been really cool to see what this place looked like back in its old glory days. But, you know, what can I say? I'm just glad I got to see it before it really fell apart. And I'm coming over, there's this one last thing I want to show you before we head off to the next part of the video. And that is this thing right here. Pretty neat, huh? Nice little chimney stack. A piece of whatever, remnants of whatever was here. The back wall. And on this wall here, you can still see, here's some blacktop. So, yeah, we're gonna head back over to the other end and show you that other one piece and talk about that for a bit. And then I'll probably head out of here before it gets too dark and I get lost in the woods. You come around here and you can see all kinds of debris, you know, but this place, you could tell that guy who built it put a lot of time and effort. You know, here's some more foundations over here, and here is another area. And he really busted his butt, you know, with his wife demanding that he build these places for the demon folk. Got over here, it kind of looks like a fireplace or a chimney. Got a little place up on the top up here. Another area down here. And you come out around this path, you can see more stuff. Now this area over here, this is the creepy, scary spot. This thing right here is known as the altar. story goes that eventually the wife came out here. It's not the altar, it's the throne. The throne. The story goes that the wife came out here, here's another little house, and sat upon this throne, and the demon folk killed her, or convinced her to kill herself. Story, you know, either way, kind of creepy. You know, but that's the thing, because, you know, we're way out in the woods, so that story, these things can seem true. I mean, these are just paths made by people who have come and visited recently, and you can tell because there's graffiti everywhere. We're going to come down a couple of these paths now, and we are going to see if we can find anything else. Because I definitely want to get some more. This looks like it was an uptorn root. See, it is a tree. This isn't a house. But it looks like it could be a creepy house. And come out here. See, there's more trails. And you see there's more stuff. And you know, you can see some of the old piping over there. We can zoom in. Out of the woods you come, you can see the road again. There used to be a road here. So now there's the highway. You could kind of hear it off in the distance. So I just thought I would bring this up. You know, it goes through there. And the other side of that is where I filmed before when I still didn't know where the hell I was. And then if you keep going, there's actually a tunnel. You can get back out to the mainer part where I started from. So we're going to go back to the throne and we'll have a little talk there. Back at the throne, and the story about the throne, not only did she either kill herself or get killed by the demon, fairy, little people folk that she built all the houses for, which would seem very ungracious. Total lack of gratitude. But the rumor is anybody who sits on this throne will die. And the story goes, the one story says 7 years, one story says 7 days, and one story says soon. So I come up here and I sit in on the throne. And why? Why, Mr. Turtle? Why would you sit on the cursed throne? You could die in 7 days or 7 years or sometime soon. Because the actual truth to this place is back in the 20s, 1920s that is, that road was the main way through. And this was a gas station. And when they built the highway to bypass it, it lost all of its business. That road out there used to be called the Waterbury Turnpike. So then the owner started building the houses. He even had, some of them had electricity. He was going to build up a nursery, and it was called Toyland. But it kind of got lost until someone found like some weird article from 1939 when he sold the place to a relative because he needed to find work and he needed to make money just before World War II. Well, that's why I sit here, because I know it's not a little piece. I know there's not demons. It's just an attraction from back in the old days. So, but it is still very cool. And we're going to walk around. If I see something else worth videoing, I'll give it to you. And, you know, I'm trying to get a little more footage because this is kind of a short video. But I hope you liked it. And if you did, you know the routine. Comment, share, like, subscribe. Or you can like, comment, subscribe, and share. Or any way you want to put them words, you can do it. But thank you for watching. And stick around for my next video.